What is going on, good people? You are tuned into the Quality Goods podcast, where we host discussions with artists, entrepreneurs, and doers from all walks of life. I am Chris Beatty.
And I'm Anson J.
And tonight, we're coming at you from Ruby Q Smokefusion, where we have the man himself, Ruben, the man behind the smoke. What's going on, my dude?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Doing
good, man.
Very well.
Right, I'm doing good, man. Just finishing up a long day.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on after putting in the whole work day, man. We appreciate
no problem.
it.
Anytime.
Yeah, appreciate you serving up some of that barbecue too, man. That shit was delicious.
I'll be back in the next round. I had a late lunch, and I'm like, I knew we were doing this, but I didn't think the lunch was gonna linger on.
Right.
You'll see me again.
I got you. Anytime.
I got your vegan options. I see them. I'm ready.
Good.
Yeah, man. So it's Smoke Fusion. What is Smoke Fusion?
So basically, the idea behind it was, being in Oakland, you see most of the majority of the businesses that are food that do really, really good numbers and do really well are usually like the taco trucks. For one, they're open late. I mean, everybody loves tacos.
Yeah, I love tacos, man.
So basically what I did was I took my family recipes, which is mostly Southern cuisine, barbecue, Creole type food, and then I kind of just fused the both. So I, take smoked meats, brisket, chicken, whatever, and I put it on nachos, tacos, quesadillas, and man, it's a hit. It works really well.
Sounds like a winning formula to me, man.
Yeah, it works. It works.
I mean, before I even tasted it, it sounds like a winning formula. But after tasting it, it's done.
Right. So that was basically my method behind it. But I mean, I got all my roots and background in barbecue and Southern cooking from my grandfather, which was from Texas, East Texas. So
big barbecue state.
Yeah, he had a barbecue restaurant for 43 years up in South Lake Tahoe.
Oh. Wow.
So I used to go up there like on school breaks and summer vacation, whatever, and go and help him and my uncle with the restaurant. At first, it started off as like a punishment kind of from my mom. She didn't want me to hang out with my friends.
Keep your hands busy.
Yeah, hang out with my friends during the summer.
I gotta work in the restaurant.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, this sucks. So I get up there, and it really did suck because they're like, you don't know your hours, you don't know your position.
You gotta wash dishes, man.
Yeah, you gotta do it all. So
whatever I need you to do today, that's what you're doing.
Exactly. But
okay.
I mean, I gained a lot of, basically what they taught me most of is work ethic. So I learned that off the bat. And then I didn't know how much I was getting paid, so I started off getting $50 a day. So as a teenager, for the whole summer, back then the summer was, you get out in June and you go back in September. So it was like actually a full, summer. So you get a little bit of money when you come back. So now I'm calling them like, hey, when can I come back?
Yeah, man.
So I do everything. All my recipes are all the same that my grandfather taught me, and my gumbo recipe is from Laplace, Louisiana, which my great-grandmother came from Louisiana to Oakland, and she taught my mom how to make it. My mom taught me how to make it, so I just keep everything the same,
Keep it in the family, man.
Don't fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And thank you for hosting us in your establishment, man.
It's all good. Yeah. I mean, there's no better place to do it than right here.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you're telling me that this building has a lot of history, right?
Yeah. So this building, the bar's been here since 1901, and I'm sure the building's been here before.
It's over 100 years old, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
Over 100 years old. So where we're at exactly right now used to be a meat market. So this whole back patio in this establishment we're in right now used to be, I think it was called Frank's Meat Market.
Okay.
So it was like, a deli, butcher, whatever. And they had the bar, and then there was a hotel in the back.
A hotel?
Right. Where the food truck is now. It used to be a hotel right there. So, I mean, you could put two and two together, bar, hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be some funny business.
A meat market, I got you.
Right. They're wilding out a little bit.
Yeah, code name meat market.
But so there's a lot of history in this place. So
even right now, just walking up and seeing the bar, I mean, all you guys are connected, and just the little bit of time we're here, all your neighbors coming in and just, you know what I mean? Like keeping it a real...
Yeah, it's community, man.
It's a family vibe around here, like, especially in this community, this Fruitvale area. It's a kind of a close-knit type area. So you see a lot of the same people, a lot of return customers, a lot of new customers. Being that Alameda's right here,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right
man.
across, yep.
literally like
Yeah, they can smell the barbecue
overpass.
from over there, man. They're
know?
like, what is that?
I know that's the one thing about doing the
smell
smoking
brisket.
is, yeah, you got the free marketing with all the smart
Exactly.
too. So, yeah.
And we're something new too, new flavor, new vibe, and like we got this patio out here, so people love to come and kick it out here. You got the trains,
Yeah,
the
man.
track, you got Bart right behind
Connecting
you.
everybody.
So that's
Yeah.
my whole method was just connecting everybody through food. So I feel like we're doing that so far.
No better connector, man. Yeah, and it's COVID friendly, people. You heard that? There's a back
Yeah,
patio.
open patio,
Yeah,
Big,
it's open.
Big patio. It's
Yeah.
nice out there. We got
Yeah.
fruits, vegetables growing back there. It's a good vibe.
Yeah, man. Isn't this like that's like the oldest bar in Oakland?
Yeah, it's the oldest.
Or
bar
no,
and
no,
the
they're,
longest
no.
bar.
But I thought they have Heinolds down in Jacqueline Square. So that one might be a little.
wet. But this one is prided on being the longest bar. So.
It is long, guys. There's a sign posted in there. It says longest bar.
Hey,
So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
no, it's a great. I mean, honored to be back in Oakland. Like I was in Seattle before I moved back. I moved back almost 2 years ago. Like literally right when I moved back, I started this place.
Didn't you have a catering business around here like a little while back?
Yeah. So I was doing catering when I moved back from Tahoe. So I moved to Tahoe to run the restaurant with my uncle, my grandfather. I was up there for like 4 or 5 years doing that.
Is that restaurant still there today?
No, it's not there anymore. So
Okay,
we
so
were there
carrying on the
since
legacy
1977, and we were there 43 years. And then I moved back to the Bay Area. I went to Le Cordon Bleu in San Francisco. Because
Okay. Picked up
I
some
wanted to
technique.
I wanted to expand my catering company and do more fine dining, weddings and stuff, which I did a lot of. I was doing that for a while, but then, something just brought me back to my roots of my type of cooking.
Yeah,
My
for
family's
sure.
recipes means a lot more.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Like chefs that'll cut their teeth in fine dining and stuff,
Yeah.
learn the technique,
Yeah,
work
yeah,
under celebrated chefs, but
Right.
then realize that they just want to be they want to serve food for the people.
Right, yeah,
Fine
exactly.
dining is
Yeah.
it's hard
More
to.
for the money.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know what I mean?
accessible to
Yeah,
everybody.
Exactly.
yeah. I think
So-
it helps too of like, all right, let me just see what these guys are about too. It's like, all right, I can do that too. But
Exactly.
yeah, like what got you interested to begin with is the family thing, and
Exactly.
what you
yeah.
learn. Yeah.
And keeping it alive, keeping the legacy going and stuff. There's a lot, more sentimental value to that. than
Absolutely,
just,
absolutely.
So when I moved back, I went to culinary school, and then after that, I actually moved to Seattle, and I just tried construction out of nowhere.
From culinary school to build construction.
Well, no, because I was doing my catering, and then I was like, catering is not an everyday thing, So I'd be doing weddings for like 350 people. Is like my biggest wedding that I've done, but I usually do from anywhere from 100 to 300 people, and that's like on a monthly basis or every other month. So I was like, one of my buddies was doing. He was actually an architect that he designs like hospitals and all this
wow,
other stuff. So he hooked me up with a seismic retrofit company.
Oh, okay.
So basically what they do is they
Making earthquake proof.
they earthquake proof commercial buildings or whatnot. So
Okay.
I got hooked up with that, and then I don't know, I just tried it. I never
Sounds
did
interesting as
construction.
fuck, man. Like-
I never
Yeah.
did construction in my life. I just felt like it would be something cool
Something
to do.
different, yeah.
And then so I took off with it, and then I was like, they promoted me to superintendent. You know what I mean? After 1 year.
That's wild.
So they offered me a position out in Seattle to run like multiple job sites. So I was like, shit, I'd never been
Yeah.
in Seattle before.
Yeah,
Say,
why not? Yeah,
opportunity
okay.
knocks, man.
No, yeah, I get paid to travel. I get
Yeah.
all this stuff paid for, whatever. I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So I did that for like 2 years. And then, I was like, man, this is cool. I was in line for a project manager position,
Yeah.
but I was looking at the project manager that was in front of me, and I'm just like, I don't know if that's exactly where I want to be.
Yeah. See what they're dealing with.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
what-
just stressed as
Yeah.
fuck.
And so I was like, man, I just want to move back and do my own thing. So I moved back, and then I opened this place. And actually, it's crazy how it happened. So I was actually doing the construction thing. I moved back, and my dad, he does carpentry and remodels kitchens and bathrooms and stuff. But he had this gig for a deck, to build a nice deck out in Alameda. So the dude that we ended up building it for ended up being best friends with the dude that owns this building.
Okay.
So he was like, hey, he's like, my friend's got this bar, blah, blah, blah. They just built out a kitchen. They got some people here. It was like a tamale spot here before or something like that. He's like, we got some people here, but I guess they're moving out, and he's looking for somebody. He's like, man, I heard you
do your thing.
Heard you got some skills, man.
So I was like, yeah, set up a meeting. So we set it up, and there was actually like 4 or 5 different restaurants that were interested, but they were already established. Like Ruby Q, this is something that I just built, like, you know,
Not from scratch. You had the recipes. You had the know-how.
The whole concept,
the brand.
I had just put it together. I already knew it was gonna work, so I just put it together, pitched it, and he's like, okay. And then I had to basically compete with like 4 or 5 different other restaurants, people that are already in business, already doing
got their name
and all that. So basically, we had a cook-off.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
So we had a cook-off.
Wow.
So basically, I made them brisket tacos.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's the one that
Sealed the deal.
Brisket tacos. Of course, I brought them just some straight up brisket.
Yeah.
And then I brought them one of the vegan items because they were real big on.
Yeah, you gotta have a vegan option for sure.
So I brought them the black bean sweet potato quesadilla that I make. And they were just tripping off of that because I don't use any cheese or anything with it.
But it has a cheese-like quality.
And they're like, how the hell are you getting this to like stick together? They just couldn't figure it out. But he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna review everybody's whatever, and then I'll contact you in like a week. Okay. So literally the next day he calls me. He's like, hey, we're gonna go with you.
You're the one.
Yeah,
oh, man,
like,
that's awesome.
Oh man. So I was just like, was juiced. And ever since then, it just took off since then. So,
you know, a lot of people they go like the food truck route as like an intermediary from like, you know, doing pop-ups to food truck to this, but then like you kind of just skip that food truck level.
Right. And that was, you know, because honestly, I was really thinking of doing the food truck thing.
I mean, I'm sure you would be successful as a food truck.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, I think it's a good idea to still have a food truck. Get
your brand out there. You know,
just to be mobile. I mean, hopefully, God willing, COVID stuff lets up a little bit. We start having events and stuff again.
Absolutely.
Stuff like
Can't wait.
Festivals, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, having food trucks pulling up to those spots are dope because, you know, some of them last for weeks at a time or whatever. You just
the whole
pull up.
week. Yeah.
And,
or every other weekend they got a new thing.
just like a regular, paid regular.
So I think having a food truck is still, you know, a great idea. Something that I'm definitely looking forward to in the future. But I'm happy with this spot right now.
Yeah,
and it kind of just fell into place for you.
It kind of just fell into place.
I like that sometimes. I think when you start planning so much, you just overthinking it. So when you're like, this is an opportunity you weren't even looking for, and you're like, well, let me just take the call. You know what I mean? Take the interview or whatever. And
Well, honestly, I was so like one of the things that I'm into also is like real estate and just investing in real estate. So during that time when I started doing that deck, I'm doing like an online real estate school.
Okay.
So I was just mostly focused on that. And then my dad calls me. He's like, hey, can you help me? I'm about to build this deck for this dude. I might need a hand or whatever. I was like, all right, yeah, I'll come out and help you. And then it turned out to be this dude's friend and this and that. And
connections, man.
Everything came from building that deck that day.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, all those things just come exactly.
It's
came
like,
from
you could have never guessed it or planned it any better.
Like all those other things you did in your life lined up at that moment to be like, oh, I can actually do this thing.
Exactly.
That's how it happens, man. Like all the preparation that you do, you don't know what you're preparing for.
Right.
But one day, you know, you'll get that calling, and you have the skills to win a food competition, food cook-off. So.
And I was, to be honest, I mean, you never get really rusty, but I hadn't been like
in the kitchen. I've
been doing construction and doing other stuff. I mean, you always know how to cook, but you know,
Yeah, like they're like it's all about repetitions and stuff like that. You know, like
it's just like they say fighters get ring rest if they don't.
Yeah, I mean, like any sport, any athlete, you know, like if you're not training, you're not gonna be at your best. But like
exactly,
your family recipes have been, tried and true.
Exactly.
Yeah,
took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, plus when you've been doing it since you were a kid, you don't even remember how much you really know it. Like all the muscle memory.
It's like muscle memory. It's just like second nature at that point.
Yeah, it's like take it. Like you get a brisket. Oh, this is a 12-pound brisket.
Yeah.
Like,
you just know.
You just know with your eyes closed, blindfolded.
Man, I've done so many of them. It's just like I can do it, like you said, with a blindfold.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that's wild that you're talking about, like you said, it's been about 2 years here. So was that? I'm guessing right before the whole COVID thing kind of happened. So like, man, to talk about that, like.
So I opened. My opening day was June 12th. 2020.
Oh, so already when we were
they're right in the middle.
Yeah, when there were more questions than answers
right
for
in
sure.
The middle. So I got the building. Before that, I got it in like March. So it was like COVID was like
already here.
It was already here,
out.
but you didn't know what it was gonna be. You didn't know if it was gonna be something that was just gonna pass, or it wasn't like quarantine shutdown and all this stuff. Like by the time I finished setting up and putting all the equipment in and this and that, they started saying, 8 o'clock curfew, shut down, this and that, no dining.
Yeah, no dining. Yeah.
So I was just like, oh damn. I was like, all right. So I've already invested all this money. What am I gonna do? Just back out right now? I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna go for it. I was like, the main thing that I had going for me was the patio.
Yeah, you have an outdoor space. You have outdoor space.
The outdoor seating or whatnot. Yeah. So if it wasn't for that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course, to go DoorDash or whatever, but at that point, everybody's looking for just to be outside.
For
just
sure.
To be
anywhere other than your home.
Right? Exactly.
Get me out of home.
Like, I don't care
please.
where I'm at. I mean, man, if I can sit in someone's backyard and eat some food, I mean, it's all good.
The funny thing is, that's what I started doing during COVID. Barron, he moved down the street from me, and his backyard came equipped with an electric smoker.
Oh, damn.
So we just started smoking hella meats, dude. Like all throughout COVID, just smoking meats, man.
Smoking meats is like, you know what I mean?
Bring people together, man.
Bring people together, man. It's COVID friendly.
And there's something about smoked meat, something that's been like cooked for that long. Like the moment that you bite it, like you have this reaction. Like you're just like, oh,
and not only that, I mean, just the time it takes to cook it and just waiting for it to cook.
Oh, that anticipation.
Just chopping it up.
It's a whole ritual, Yeah,
you drinking a couple beers.
Absolutely.
Or whatever, just shooting the shit or just waiting for.
Yeah, and tasting that smoke in the food. You know, like.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you a story. One time when I lived in Tahoe, when I was running a restaurant, 4th of July, I threw a huge party, and I cooked a 70-pound pig in the ground.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, like the real,
Yeah.
I like me a pig roast.
I've never done it before.
Oh, wow.
I looked it up. I've been to Hawaii.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I love a Kahlua pig, man.
I was there just, spectating at that point. I wasn't like in on it.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. I knew you needed banana leaves. I didn't have those.
Yeah.
So I just used foil to wrap it in, but I dug like a 5-foot pit.
Okay.
I put a tray on the bottom for coals. Then I made another level. I was using like racks, like something you would use in like your garage. You know those graded racks?
Like a baker's rack kind of.
I was using that to separate all the levels. So I would put the coals on the bottom, and then there was a tray with water on top of that, so it could steam up, and then a tray on top of that. A rack on top of that would actually hold the pig. So I seasoned that thing down with some like Maui onion rub or whatever.
Yeah.
All types of seasonings, and then I stuffed it though. I stuffed it with black beans and rice.
Wow. Okay, so give it a little.
In a Reynolds bag. You know those cooking bags. And then I stuffed it with whole onions, garlic, lemons, limes, bell peppers. All those levels of coals, water, rack for the stuffing it, rubbing it down, and then I didn't have the banana leaf, so I just wrapped it as many times as I could in foil just to lock it in.
Yeah.
And then I used like just a piece of plywood or something to cover the hole, left a little bit of air so air can get through. Man, that thing cooked for 17 hours. Dude, we partied the whole time it was cooking, right?
Yeah.
All the way to the next day. That thing, from what I remember.
After 17 hours,
Yeah, from what I remember, dude, when I woke up, it was like, just like a skeleton on the countertop.
Just dried out.
It was a skeleton on the countertop.
Oh, man.
The meat is just melted away.
Yeah, it literally just fell off of the pig. So I obviously right away I took some and I put it in like some Ziploc bags and stuff so I can save some of it.
Yeah,
so I can make some tacos or whatever later. But man, it turned out so bomb, and that was my first
First whole hog.
First whole hog.
But just take a little risk. Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
You're like I know how to flavor. I know how to season things.
Yeah,
and
I looked it up. I mean, we got Google. You can figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing too. I mean, you know, being from the Bay, you know, there's little spots like that we have for barbecue, but we're definitely not known for that out here. So like, how do you help like break that stigma and be like, you know, because not until they come in, they don't know your lineage of you know learning how to cook.
Yeah,
so.
and I mean, honestly, that's what I deal with on a daily basis. Is people.
Who do you know about barbecue?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm from Memphis or I'm from Texas. So I'm gonna tell you if it's good. I'm like.
I ain't cooking no Memphis barbecue here, but I'll show you what.
I tell them all the same thing. I'm like, you guys are our biggest fans.
Yeah.
You guys are our biggest fans. I mean, come on. Like, like my recipes are tried and true. Like, this is deep East Texas. Like my grandfather, like our barbecue sauce recipe was like 1911 or something. His grandfather made. I mean, we revised it obviously with stuff they didn't have back then, but the base and everything is all the same.
Yeah.
So
no, I love it. It's like a light sauce. It's not too heavy.
Right.
It's not too bold.
It took me a long time for them to even give me the recipe. Like, to be honest, like I'll be doing everything in the restaurant with them,
but not making the sauce.
No, not making the sauce. It would be like some
like
secret.
Don't even come back in here when we're doing this. Yeah.
Like you open the door.
They lock the door.
Everybody's like. Yeah, no,
but then, I think that kind of piques your interest a little bit too. Like, oh, I'm gonna get in that door one day.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get that.
You know, I'm gonna get it one day, and then finally you just like I guess get initiated or whatever, and then finally they just show me how to make it, and I was just like, damn. It's a lot of work.
Like no wonder it's been around for so long.
It's a lot of work, a lot of ingredients, just a lot of shit. And,
a lot of timing, like you add this and when it gets to this.
Right. Yeah, it's a science project.
Yeah. And an art, man. It's like it's an art to be like to know when to add a specific ingredient and it'll bloom in the right way and won't be like too forward.
That's funny you say that because like. For certain things that I make, specifically like the peach cobbler, like there's certain stuff that you have to add after, like you got to cook the peaches with everything in it, but there's certain things you got to add after you take it off the heat. You can't put it in while
because the way
it won't turn right. I mean, it's like a chemical reaction. I want to say.
Yeah.
Like,
the way it breaks down.
Certain things you put in, if it's too hot, it'll change the flavor, or it won't be right. So.
Sure.
When they teach me, when the OGs teach me, I just soak up the game and I do it exactly the same way every time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know, I never try to change, anything and make it my way. And it's crazy because I've had people that, have come to work and stuff, and they're like, oh, why don't we do like this? And I'm like,
Look at Greg like,
I'm like, no,
this recipe is way older than you.
Yeah, you're not changing my recipe, bro.
We got it. It'll be all right. Yeah,
man. I mean, I've tasted around the menu, like, so far, it's excellent, man. Like, I got a barbecue place right close to my apartment, and I'll travel over here to get some barbecue before I go there,
People come from all over. People come from San Francisco. People come from Menlo
Park.
Menlo Park.
Okay, yeah.
Richmond.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere. I mean, people.
Well,
come.
you know, I mean, like you said, that like barbecue places are pretty scarce in the Bay Area. Like here in Oakland and like the East Bay, we have Everett and Jones.
Right.
But if that's
Carmen's
not, if Everett and Jones ain't your thing, there's not really many other places to go. We have like
all the chains or whatever,
Dickies and what's that?
Yeah,
what's
I don't
that
know.
like tri-tip sandwich place? Kinder's.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah,
Kinder's legit though. I haven't had that in a long time, but that place is good. I ain't got nothing on you, Kinder's. I ain't got nothing on you, Kinder's.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like I said, they got recipes that they've been sticking to.
they've been doing,
you know? But at the end of the day, there's always room for new flavors and new styles. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a foodie area, man. Like we're always looking for something.
Right.
Yeah.
Always looking for something, and then you know the fusion gives people something
new.
Something new.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like
mean?
something familiar,
Right.
but something like two things that are familiar.
The thing about it is like, okay, put it this way. So you can go to any taco truck in Oakland and you can get the same things.
Yeah.
They might be prepared or flavored a little bit different.
Some carne
but you
asada,
can
some
get
carnitas.
carnitas, all the same meats. You're not gonna go get no beef brisket tacos or beef brisket quesadillas.
That's
or
real.
whatever, you know?
Straight up.
Yeah.
Especially not smoked for 12 hours.
Yeah. And then I mean, like your menu is kind of a perfect blend of like the Bay Area. Like you said, you have plant-based options because that's what people are here. You have people that eat tacos and barbecue because that's what we are. We're all blended together.
I mean, and that in itself is like kind of like throws your mind off because you're like, okay, I'm going to a barbecue place where they're serving up nothing but meat, but I can get some vegan stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and on your menu, it's blasted on there. You're not hiding it. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not just like a little thing in the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people come in, they're like, is everything vegan?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
you
it's the way
say
to live.
that.
Yeah,
It's
for
right
sure.
there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I want people to walk by and see that. You know, it's vegan friendly.
I mean, I will say, I mean, like eating plant-based now more than not. I don't go to places with my friends. Like if you know, like if they're going to barbecue, I'm not thinking of even going because it's just not. They're not going to have options for me.
Yeah, you got some sides, maybe some potato salad or
so
something.
for you to have a feature, that's a big thing, man.
So like that's one of the reasons I don't put meat in the baked beans.
Perfect.
And then also the potato salad doesn't have any meat. Mac and cheese doesn't. I mean,
you have some different options. Yes. But you have the different levels for vegetarian.
Yeah.
But even there's a lot of people that don't do pork.
Yeah.
So I don't put any pork in any of the sides.
That is big.
So like baked beans usually comes with pork in it.
Well, like the greens can maybe sometimes.
So I use smoked turkey instead.
Yeah, I prefer it actually.
You still get that smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You smoke meat flavor. And to me, I mean, I like.
I love it.
I like it almost better.
And plus, like, I mean, I'm coming here for your version of those things, So, like, if I want something else, you have options for that too. But,
Exactly. Yeah.
Was there like a certain? I mean, like you said, you've been doing this for quite a while since a kid, But was there a moment where it kind of clicked, where you're like, I can see me being the one kind of running the shop too, or?
Honestly, when I was up in Tahoe with my uncle, I mean, my grandfather got way too old to work anymore, so he basically brought my uncle into the business for him to take over.
Pass the torch.
My uncle brought me up to help him.
Gotcha. Okay.
So then once I got the hang of everything, that relieved my uncle up. He didn't have to basically work anymore. So I was already running the whole thing when I was up there. But I just, I was getting paid, but I wasn't owning it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I just felt like, when I came back and I started doing my barbecue, but I would just do it on the side. So you guys probably don't know, but my mom, she's owned a hair salon in Oakland for 30 years. So that was like a big support system. So I'd be like, hey, I'm cooking up this, that. And put it out in the hair salon.
Put the word out there,
Yeah, you put a menu in there, get people ordering.
Yeah, and I'll be like, but it would just be like for a certain day. So I do like the whole week. I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna make this on Saturday.
Yeah, come by.
So all the clients, people are coming every single day. Groups of a lot of different people, women, what I mean? And then they're passing the word on to them and him and her, and so. That's when I was like, man, I could really do this.
Yeah.
Because people are like, now they're calling, they're asking like, hey, when are you making some more brisket?
Yeah, like maybe it started
man, they can't do that themselves. You
And
can't just go smoke a brisket.
The the funny thing about that is that's how I got the name Ruby Q. Is from
The salon.
The salon. Yeah.
Okay.
My auntie BL, she loved the brisket. She loved the brisket. And then, you know, since my name is Ruben, sometimes people call me Ruby or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, man, I need some more of that Ruby Q. I need some more of that Ruby Q.
Yeah, like, you know what? Yeah, you do. I do too. I need to call. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had so many different names. I mean, I can't even remember. One thing about me, it takes me a long time to like settle on one thing. Yeah. Like even if I go to the mall and like get shoes or something,
looking at all the options.
Man, I'll go to
Every
all
single
the
store, do a lap. Yeah. I gotta see the whole selection.
Yeah, I gotta see the whole selection. I'm like, man, I kind of like these, but I'm like, man, they might have something else over here.
Yeah, let me just.
I used to do the same thing, man.
Tabbed in my head, but I'm
see now it's all online. Now you just
now you just bookmark it. Yeah.
So it takes me a long time to decide. So I had a whole list of different names. I wish I could remember some of them, but.
Yeah, there's got to be some funny ones in there.
Yeah.
Some ridiculous ones in there. But anyway, so Ruby Q just stuck.
Yeah.
It's just because to me it symbolizes I'm basically reinventing barbecue and making it my own.
Yeah, it's your version of it. Yeah,
exactly.
The next iteration. Yeah.
So it's not barbecue, it's Ruby Q.
Yeah.
So like when I first opened, like first month or two, there's a bus route that's right here. And I actually got the video still up on my Instagram. This lady that drives the bus, she would come and she would literally stop the bus right here. She would stop the bus right here, full of people.
Oh wow, nice.
to get her food. She'd jump off and be like, "Hey, let me get this real quick."
On my 3 o'clock route, make sure you had that plate ready for me.
Exactly. And so I would give it to her. And then one day I had her hold up a menu and we were like, just say something.
Yeah.
And she's like, you can't do barbecue. You got to do Ruby Q.
Oh, damn. She gave the tagline and everything. Damn.
I was like, damn, that was dope.
Yeah. That's how it happens.
Yeah, you can't even like script that, you know?
Nah,
like,
you can't. Man, it was funny because she stopped right there. And the people on the bus is like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Like, there ain't no bus stop right here.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell are we doing? But then...
Like, I'm trying to get to Bart. I'm about to miss my train.
Once they figured out what we're doing, they're like, oh, I'm going to come back here, too.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be back.
Well, I'm sure you heard that a bunch. Like, I was on the bus yesterday. Yeah. I got to see what you're about. Man.
And then just a ton of other bus drivers. And,
man, the Bart station right here, man.
This location... I mean, you couldn't really ask for a better location. We're a huge four-way intersection.
Yeah, I mean, Guadalajara does crazy business over there.
Well, yeah, exactly. Crazy business. And then when I got the smoke going off, you
got the brewery down the street, a good coffee shop.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, people were noticing and people were coming over.
If I get stopped at a 10-minute train, I'm here smelling the smoke.
Yeah, you know, up on that platform, they can smell that.
Oh, yeah, you already know. People... No, they came over from the BART saying they could smell it all the way from the BART station.
Just you don't even need a fan. You blow it that way.
Get that bay breeze on it.
Yeah, so, no, it's a great location. I mean, and it's great to do it in Oakland, too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, I got a lot of family history in Oakland. And, I mean, it's just, I couldn't ask for a better location or it's a better spot. You know what I mean?
No, I'm so happy for you, man. It's like, because barbecue is a labor of love, man. It's like there's a dude like similar to you, like, you know, he lives in my neighborhood, and I saw it like pop up on like Yelp and stuff like that, like as a barbecue spot, but it's literally just a dude's house.
Yeah.
And he like will just smoke hella stuff, and like he has menus, and like he'll slang it to whoever comes by to get some, you know, and it's like he does that for the love, you know, and he does that for the.
And I like that. I like that, you know, entrepreneurs and people that, you know, have a craft, whatever it is, they can, like you said, just cook it up in your house.
Cook it up, give it to people, get the feedback.
I mean, that's how you get started. I mean, that's how you build your confidence, really, to go further, because you're like, you let some people try it or whatever, and they're like, oh, damn, this is bomb. So now you're like, oh, let me cook up some more shit. Boom, boom, boom.
See what else they like. Yeah.
And then people are loving it. So now you're like, oh, yeah, I could do this. I mean, and at the end of the day, that's really what it takes. I mean, if you got, you know, a craft that you want to master or whatever, you just got to stay after it. And, you know, the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it.
And like I said, you're picking a particular thing that it ain't no shortcuts, man. You know what I mean? Like even for fun, you're doing a pig for 17 hours. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just want to be good at
time
things,
wise.
You know?
Exactly. You can't shortcut a brisket. It ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna. It's never gonna turn out right. So that's the difference between barbecue and, you know,
a lot of
foods.
I mean, a lot of faster foods and
I mean, you can whip it up real quick. I mean, if you mess up someone's pasta real quick, I mean, it's only gonna take you a couple minutes to get another one going.
Yeah, you fuck up a brisket.
It's a wrap. The whole
and that's why like the taco truck model is thriving in Oakland because it is. Yeah, I mean, you just have a bunch of meat that you just heat up real. You know, I mean, it's not like it's not tedious, but exactly.
A tortilla.
Exactly. You can't, and that's what I tell people because, like, you know, we have really busy days, and I do like a lot of caterings, and then we have parties and stuff out back. So it's like, you know, if I have a party, like for instance, I had a party last week. There was like 70 people in the back.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, I usually close at 10, in between 8 and 10, depending on what's available.
If it's cracking,
still. So people are all pissed because people like
I'm hungry, man.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I had a party of 70 people out here.
I'm out of food.
I can't just throw a brisket on the fucking grill.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just gonna take all night. Like,
I mean, that's why people are out there in Austin lining up for Franklin's brisket like 6 in the morning. You know.
Exactly.
That's the one thing. I mean, I don't associate with barbecue. Like, I know that's kind of a day-long thing. Whether you're going to someone's barbecue or you're just going out, you just expect to just be chilling. I mean, that's kind of.
I mean, it just goes with it.
It's slow food.
Exactly.
Slow food.
Yeah, slow and low, man. Right? Like,
slow and low.
Yeah. No, I actually have had the privilege to try Franklin's brisket. No, I haven't even been to Austin yet, but they'll like vacuum seal them. Yeah. Well, now I had a coworker from Austin fly in with 2 briskets, and we reheat them in the sous vide. And honestly, it was still so fucking good.
Man, I mean, it'll be if you reheat it like that, it'll be exactly like
it honestly, like I cut it with a fucking plastic butter knife.
There you go. That's
beautiful.
Dope. That's
beautiful.
Dope. I mean, honestly, shit. That could be.
That's the next thing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm always like about that next thing, you know what I mean? And that could be a next thing. Like, forget
frozen briskets, man. Yeah.
I mean,
freeze it.
Not even frozen. Like, I mean, you can do so. I don't know if you know about the Maryland blue crabs. Mm-hmm. You can order those on your phone right now. And you can have them within like 12 hours or so.
Yeah, ship them like expedited in a
they come out of
dry ice pack.
Dry ice packs, and boom, they're right there.
I mean, you can see that on DoorDash now, where they can get them from around the country. You know? Yeah, so there's definitely
it ain't cheap, but I mean,
if you want it,
play them.
You gotta pay to play.
Yeah,
but no, that'd be something to think about. You know, just getting your food.
Yeah, expand.
I mean, that's my whole thing. Like right now. I want to be in every major city, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So, I mean, Oakland's one, but I definitely want to move to San Francisco. Yeah. I want to get one in San Francisco. I
mentioned something about San Leandro last time we spoke. Did you say like there's a spot?
Yeah, so that's going to be a rooftop bar / lounge.
Dro's coming up, man.
Yeah, no, that's downtown. So that's in the process. My whole thing is, I don't know if I'm gonna make that a restaurant. Also, no, it's gonna be a restaurant. But I'm thinking of doing something different there. I was thinking of kind of making it like a upscale, like almost like a pizzeria.
Okay.
You know,
Tony just put that slice house right around the corner from that spot.
Slice house.
Yeah, Tony Gemignani, the famous pizza man. Yeah, he put a slice spot right there.
Do they serve alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe not compete with the. I mean, if you want to go
beef brisket.
They don't have that. They don't have that. I've never even had brisket on a pizza. So.
I know. I got some ideas. I even got some dessert pizzas.
There you go.
All right.
I even got a dessert nacho.
There we go.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever heard of that.
Yeah, say less, bro.
Sure.
Say less.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
We'll definitely be featuring that when we see it. So,
definitely. But yeah, no. So I got this friend that's out in New York that's looking at some spots and stuff out there. My uncle's out in LA right now. So I'm just like, man, I honestly, take stuff slow.
Yeah.
But
see what opportunities come your way, right?
yeah,
like
just
just
see
like
what
this,
opportunities
man.
come
Like,
my way. My plan is to just expand and just, I want to keep the same brand, the logo that I built, the branding that I built, and just keep just expanding it. You know what I mean?
It's got a ring to it, man. Ruby Q.
Yeah, it's got a
like,
ring to it, and then the food's good. So you know what I mean? It backs.
They gonna keep
everything works together. You know, it's like some people have like super good logos, but food kind of sucks. It's all right.
Or they make it, or they make it quicker, or whatever it is.
No. So I mean, I think we got a very good formula. I think our food speaks for itself, and I think I just know it'll work. You know. Everybody thought I was crazy when they were like, "You're gonna open a restaurant in the middle of a pandemic?" I was like, shit, I don't got no choice.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in it, man.
I mean, of the things that people still need to do is eat during the pandemic. You know what I mean?
And then you know what? The other thing is, everybody else was shutting down.
Yeah.
For
sure.
Well, and you don't have like a large footprint here, so it's not like you have this empty dining room, or like servers that you have to employ and pay still. At least you didn't have that much overhead.
Yeah, the logistics just kind of worked out, right? Having the outdoor seating more than the indoor.
Right.
And it was funny how we reconnected. I was literally just having a drink next door, and I seen this fool just like in the window. I was like, "Is that Ruben?" I was like, "Is that Ruben?" And I was like, "I thought you were coming in here into the bar," because I was like, then somebody mentioned that he's like, "Oh no, Ruben got his own spot." I was like, "Oh shit, okay." So next time I made sure to drop in, and
No, that was dope. I haven't seen you since we
over 10 years.
We played football together, and I haven't seen you in years. And then all of a sudden, I see you walk by and you're like in the window.
I was like, oh shit, he's in there. Let me go in, man.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's been lovely for us to see too, man. Is like all the people that we grew up with or just met throughout life, like seeing the new endeavors you get into is it's amazing.
It's definitely it's a great thing. It's a great thing seeing everybody grow, seeing what everybody evolves into being, and it's life. It's a beautiful thing at the end of the day. I mean, the way I look at it is the opportunities and possibilities are limitless. We can do anything that we want, anything we put our mind to. Yeah. Like you guys got the podcast going. This is
and life just be throwing shit your way sometimes, and you gotta rock with it. Like you were building a fucking deck, and then all of a sudden you own a barbecue place.
Exactly.
Like you didn't plan on owning a barbecue restaurant, but you had the know-how, and you already had all the recipe.
Tools.
Yeah, you had all the tools
you
already.
Got the sauce. You already.
Sometimes you're preparing for something that you don't know is coming.
Exactly.
For sure.
And that's you couldn't have said it better. I mean, honestly, you go through things in life and you experience certain things, and you might think it's for the time being, but it's really for something that's down the road that you don't even know about yet.
Yeah, something you don't even realize is a opportunity or a goal. Yeah. I mean, plus, like the way the world works is different now. Like even the model of delivery being so big wasn't really known back. It wasn't takeout for every place before,
No,
and now you have to have that footprint if you're gonna thrive, like right now. Especially if we don't know what this year's gonna bring yet.
Like I'm on DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, and I mean honestly, those things they come in clutch.
Yeah, for sure.
There's times that.
Yeah, you got no foot traffic.
When it's pouring, raining. Or,
yes, exactly.
But they still want that barbecue to keep them warm.
Or they're at home with their kids, so they don't want to pack everyone up to come.
I mean, it's a great thing. But then in my mind, I'm always thinking, I'm like, okay, so what's the next thing that's about to crack off? Sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, that was... years ago was unheard of, like unless you were calling Domino's or Round Table.
Exactly.
Yeah, only pizza and Chinese was the only thing.
But now you can get anything.
It's a beautiful thing.
At the at the touch of a button. So it's just like.
Well, another thing I seen the dude trying to invent lickable screens. Some dude in Japan, hey, who knows, might get the Ruby Q, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, so you can taste it?
Yeah, you can taste the screen, like, hey, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know what I mean?
See, that would be a good one.
That's what's out there.
That smell app would be a good one, too.
Exactly, yeah. For sure, get that smoke out there.
When you look at
With the menu.
item you're looking at, you
like,
just smell it.
Yeah,
You're like,
for sure.
oh,
Yeah,
shit.
they already got scratch and sniff technology.
Yeah, exactly.
How can that not be in a digital device yet? Come on, come on, guys.
A digital smell somehow. It just comes out. You look at it, you're like, oh, pizza. Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm in the mood for pizza.
Yeah, I'm really in the mood for it now.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's honestly, smell is one of the things that
Make
it crack off around here.
Yeah.
Like when I got that smoker just blowing smoke, people are like, even when they're at the taco truck, you just see every time I open it, everybody's like,
oh, what's going on?
They're like, oh shit.
I'm trying to think if there's.
I'm pulling out slabs of ribs and shit. They're like,
Exactly. Oh, what are these guys? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, I'm already here. Let me just go get a drink real quick.
Yeah,
My homie's right next door. Yeah.
So that's the great thing about right here is it's like, people. This is a group setting. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you you guys come together. You got a couple other people with you. Maybe you want tacos.
Exactly.
You want barbecue. Whatever. Everybody can get a drink.
Yeah.
And then everybody can get whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's a great community vibe right here, and I think that's what sets this area and this business platform apart from other places.
Yeah, and the history. It's not a new thing.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's kind of the newer vibe is co-op or kitchens like that. But you guys have been doing it here. Even before you were here, it was a thing. So
I think there is a co-op like over here. So I remember I was looking on DoorDash and I was looking for fried chicken. And there was like 4 different places that had like the same address that was like right. I was like,
I know where it's.
I was like, what is going on?
Talking about it. It's literally So I just had a meeting with that dude last week. So that's called Cloud Kitchen.
Cloud Kitchen. Yeah, for sure.
It's a dope place.
But different brands that just all come out of there.
Yeah, different brands all
come and they're just all on like DoorDash and all delivery.
On DoorDash, but then you could also
you can walk up,
and it's like a fast thing. So they got like these lockers, right?
Yep.
So you put in your order, and there's all these individual kitchens in back. So you rent out your kitchens. I'll actually show you guys, but yeah, you rent out your kitchen, and the order comes in, you make it up. A runner comes, gets it, puts it in a heated locker, and then the customer comes, code, unlock the locker.
Man, I gotta go experience this shit. It sounds crazy.
I just did that in LA. Like we were getting some late night vegan mac and cheese, and we didn't know. We were like, where is this place? And it was right in front of us. It was just a building. And we walked in. You're like a counter.
Is there a secret code? Do I have to knock 4 times? And
I've drove by the place, man, a number of times, and I always see a bunch of people outside.
Yeah,
like
what
what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
I always thought it was just one place.
Yeah.
But there's like a Michi's Pizza in there. Yeah. There's all kinds of different places.
And it just shows there's different ways to do it. Like you said, I mean,
and people want food, and you don't need a whole brick and mortar to serve people food.
And it's tough to do. I mean, that's one of the toughest businesses doing food. Right?
And now that we dining in is kind of restricted right now.
That was real cool about that concept model, and actually, you know what? You might know the dude too. It turns out he went to Castro Valley High.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, you know Joey Wainwright?
Oh yeah, he's running that shit.
No, Joey's not. But I guess he's like, he's my best friend.
Okay.
What's the dude's name? And then he said he texts Joey.
Flo, white dude, Flo.
No, not Flo. No, he said he texted Joey and he told him that he met up with me, and he's like, oh, tell him I said what up, blah blah blah. But anyway, so look, this is like.
Okay. Yeah. So just kitchen, lots of racks. Oh, there's some cubbies.
It's pretty much what we had. Just you saw the counter with the person running the main
and
thing.
So he was telling me, so this is basically like an empty kitchen.
Yeah. So empty kitchen.
Yeah, you bring in whatever equipment.
Oh, so you gotta bring your own equipment.
Yeah,
set it up. So
you set it up, but there's
it's got the sinks and all that.
Your revenue by 70% just because of their platform. And how much traffic they draw.
For sure. Yeah, like the one I went to, there was just DoorDash. There's 5 DoorDashers at a time or whatever. Uber.
Man, when I was there, there's people coming in and out.
Yeah.
Within a minute.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
And it's such low overhead. You're literally just renting a a little small
pocket
kitchen
of it,
space.
Right.
Yeah, for a temporary
I'm
time.
interested in it. We're supposed to be meeting up again later this month. They have them all over.
Yeah, for sure.
All over California, different states, even a couple countries. He said. Obviously, this location wouldn't be the one for me. So
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
but no,
I mean, get your name out there for the others. Yeah.
No, but so the San Francisco thing is that's why I was mentioning that because he has one. There's one in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's a good way to get just some traffic out that side.
Yeah, no, and then I got a lot of people that come from San Francisco too, and they go crazy. They're like, dude, we don't have any barbecue left over here.
For sure.
Yeah, they used to have 4505 over there. I know they flounder out.
They had the like shipping containers, like the outside patio.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It was like an open shipping container.
Yeah.
It was like seating. They had the outside patio.
Yeah, they had some good burgers and stuff. Yeah.
No, yeah, I've been there.
They opened a spot in Oakland and then they didn't make it.
Really?
Now it's Ghost Town Brewery. On MacArthur.
I went to the one in San Francisco.
I've been to the San Francisco one. Yeah,
it was pretty expensive, but I thought it was pretty good. You know,
it's one of those things. Like you said, it's that perfect like balance of everything. Your location, your community you're in. You know, and then what it tastes like. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that one opened like literally a couple blocks from Everett and Jones, and it's like you're not gonna steal their business.
No,
like they have like legacy business.
Generations.
Yeah. People are. I mean, the name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, you gonna buy some Shaqs or you gonna buy some Jordans.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, Shaq don't care. He making money hand over fist.
I mean, shit.
I ain't buying no Shaqs, man. Well, maybe those ones they re-release, but that's not even my style though.
Yeah. But definitely, man. I mean, you've been doing it for a while in different forms. Is there any big differences, maybe now, like as the owner or when you started taking over for your uncle, like has things changed from a business standpoint that you've noticed?
Honestly, like when you're not running stuff, I mean, obviously there's a lot less to do.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that'd be the one thing I would say. I mean, it just you kind of know what you sign up for at the end of the day.
Yeah.
With more. More position of power, there's going to be more responsibilities and more duties that fall on you. So, I mean...
Yeah, like, you play by your own rules, but you got to make the rules too.
Yeah,
right?
you got to make the rules too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, I'm tried and true. I'm built and ready for all of it. And that comes from my grandfather and my uncle. They
still did,
not... You know what I mean? Like my grandfather, he was a cold piece. He's from the old school. You know what I mean? So, but they teach good work ethic before anything. Before you know how much money
man. I mean,
you
because
didn't
if you
realize
tell somebody, hey, I'm gonna give you this much money to do this, they're already in their mind. They're already spending that money before they even put in the work to get it. You know what I mean?
And they're just waiting for that.
Yeah, they're just waiting for that. They're doing just enough to get it done.
Yeah.
So. When I started, I didn't know how much I was gonna make.
Yeah, you didn't know what job you were doing.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
They were just like, you do this. Pave the parking lot, goddamn it.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
So I mean, I was just ready for whatever, and I kind of thank them for doing that because you can get, especially being at my family spot. I mean, you would think, a lot of people that have family businesses or whatever.
Special treatment or something.
Special treatment and this and that.
Like, nah, I was busting my ass back there.
We're gonna show you,
Yeah, no, and honestly, that's the way to do it. So, like my oldest daughter, she's 15. She works.
You were working back here. She was here last time.
Yeah, she works. She makes her money. I teach her how to like save her money, but she has to work for her money.
Yeah.
And so she's 15 and she's about to get her license. She wants to get a brand new Jeep.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you can do all those things.
Yeah, no, I told her, I was like, listen, if you can save up half the money for the Jeep, I'll pay the other half.
Yeah, for sure. That's
awesome. What I mean?
Yeah. I mean, but we don't get taught those lessons, in school. So you got to get it other places. So
they don't teach you that in school. You know what I mean? This is real world. So I try to prepare my kids and family and loved ones for the real world, what's really expected of you and what's really coming your way. Like, you can be fooled with things that you hear from school or people that haven't been in a position to even speak about certain things.
Yeah, but they got all these opinions. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
especially nowadays in the internet age of everyone's an expert.
Right. Everybody's an expert on everything.
Yeah.
So, see, people still ordering stuff. Right
Yeah.
Got orders tomorrow already.
No, this is for a taco bar for 40 people.
Oh, there you go. Man, making money while podcasting, man. He's doing.
Oh yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm multitasking.
Yeah. That's how you gotta do it, though.
Man, yeah. No, so I mean, I just want to just keep getting the brand out there as much as possible. Keep doing whatever I got to do just to get it out. And like I said, I'm moving slowly. When I started this business, I have used nothing but my own capital. So, I mean, obviously, if I took out a bunch of money from other places, I could
expand faster.
Yeah, I can expand faster. But then also I can tie myself to a lot of debt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So
got a good thing going.
One of the things I pride myself on is not having to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I saved up my own money and I just put it into something I believed in, which is this.
Yeah.
And, you know.
And it's man.
Yeah,
it's you.
Exactly. And I'm letting it just organically turn
into whatever it's going to be. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's already snowballing.
Yeah, exactly. You'll get there. Like I said, no shortcuts, man.
Man, I did not to switch topics, but I just
let
popped
it out.
into my head.
Let it out.
So I did there's this company called Hive Solutions. They're out of Fremont. I did an event in one day, 1,073 orders. Just for them. Pain in the ass.
That's wild, yeah.
I was here
You need a team of people to do that shit.
I had a whole squad.
Yeah.
I was here at 4 a.m. Well, I left at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And then just to come back at 4 a.m.
To start doing,
I should have just stayed. Really.
Just put a cot on the floor.
Nah, I was really thinking of like just making a little ladder and putting
a little loft bed up there.
And I'm like, man, fuck it. I was like, damn, I could like save money. I don't gotta like
have a little
house. I can just stay right here. But no, it was definitely took a lot of planning. It turned out perfect. They loved it. The problem, which wasn't a problem because I solved it, was just transporting it.
That's a lot.
It all hot.
Keeping it all fresh.
So you guys know the Cambro boxes, right? So those are like food warming boxes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so those are great, but they're only about this big by this big. They're made to fit hotel pans. You know hotel pans?
Yeah. Slide them in there.
Yeah, about, I don't know, 6 of them in there. I got to bring 1,073 orders.
Yeah.
Already made up.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So I'm pricing those things out $200 a piece.
And it's only holding so many, yeah.
I'm like, this ain't gonna work. So I'm like, oh shit. So I got a box truck, luckily, with a ramp. So I knew getting it there wouldn't be a problem, but getting it there hot was the issue. So what I did was I built here's where that construction comes back into play.
There you go.
See how
those life lessons,
you don't see how everything works? So I built my own warming boxes. Big ass ones. I'm gonna show you them right now. But I built them out of wood, and then I took some of those. You know,
you send me the picture and I'll put it on the video so everybody can see.
You know those dolly wheels? There's like 4 wheels on like a little square. So I put 2 of those together, so there was 2 sets of wheels in the middle. That way I could roll it right up the ramp.
Gotcha. And just
into the truck, and then I just tied them down. Dude, the shit was hotter than when I put it in there.
That's so funny.
The heat built up in there.
No, it all heated itself up like even more. It was crazy, but it was like a crazy.
Yeah, no need for like little heat, like propane or
nothing,
food torches.
It was a crazy production line, and it was intense, but it was like, it's one of those things that's kind of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's fast, like,
Yeah, it just adds another element, puts another notch on your belt of like getting stuff done, man. Like,
yeah. I mean, you get a high when you solve a problem like that. You're like, you have to think
especially
really hard.
I already know what to do. I don't even have to ask someone else to build it. I know how to, I can do it myself, the things I need to do.
Right. Yeah, exactly. See those boxes?
Yeah, like
all
you said,
lined
compared
and
to,
stuff. Yeah,
compared to 6 or 7.
all individual meals too. Like that's crazy. Like not even like
you
buffet
said, it goes
style.
back to your catering experience, your construction experience, all that. Just
see, and then they all stack in there, perfect.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
That's like insulated foam board.
Yeah,
You can just sell those to other people doing cooking.
Yeah, you could just start making heating crackers for
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can sell those definitely.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I priced out like I said. Each one of those little Cambro boxes were $200 and something a piece, and they're about this big by this wide.
So not carrying
It would
nothing.
have took me hundreds of them.
Yeah.
It would have been, it wouldn't have been worth it. So I designed those and built those on the fly, and they worked out.
Just found a way, yeah.
I still got them. I still use them.
Yeah.
I
For
still
sure.
use them.
But yeah, now you're like, I'm ready for that next $1,000 order.
No,
wherever it's at in the Bay, I'm ready.
Honestly, when I talk to companies and they're like, "Oh, I got a big event," blah blah blah, I actually show them that. They're like, "Can you handle 500?"
Yeah, like not only that, it's gonna be warmer than any food. Anyone else that would have done it, it wasn't gonna be out that way. Yeah.
Exactly. No, it couldn't have turned out better, and it was all on a whim. It was like this had to work.
Yeah.
It had to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. Yeah.
Jack of all trades, man.
That's what I think. This time, the last couple of years, teaches us is like, it don't matter what plans you had, you're gonna have to change your plans.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and just be ready for it.
Yeah, and don't be mad.
Yeah, don't freak out and know that you got it and make it happen.
Yeah.
You gotta make it happen.
Roll with the blows, man.
There's always a way.
Exactly.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yep.
You gotta figure it out.
Well, Ruben, now's a good time that we can go into our segment that we call Support Quality. And we just want to ask you something that has brought quality to your life or your business lately. It could be a person, a place, a thing, a process. What's something other than these cool heating boxes that you built that's brought quality to your life?
Man, so for me, quality would be my family. It's been my, big support system. I do all of the cooking, all the work in here, the day-to-day, but there's a lot of stuff that's behind the scenes, a lot of logistics, ordering, emails, different things. So, my mom, my auntie, my grandmother, they'll always be there to help me out for my support system. Say if I'm here and there's something that somebody didn't put on the shopping list, and I'm like, damn,
I need that.
I can't leave because I'm
here doing my
cooking. So I can, always call on somebody to say, hey, I need this from over there. And they're always willing to, take time out of their day, even when they're, doing hair or, my aunt works for a tech, computer software company. She'll take time to print out, sticky labels or whatever it might be, any way that they can help out, they do. So, my family plays a huge part in this. It's definitely not just me. I definitely can't do it by myself. So I would say, my family and, my kids too. They come and help out, and I'm teaching them the ropes, and I'm teaching them how to own something. I'm teaching them how to work first.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Work for what you want.
But gotta instill that work ethic, man.
Yeah,
pay,
but at the end of the day,
forward.
I'm teaching them how to be bosses and how to, be able to run and obtain all the things that they want and be able to get it on their own. So I would say that's what's important to me, and that's been a blessing in my life is my family. So
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Oh, Ruben, it's been a pleasure talking to you tonight.
Definitely.
Pleasure eating your food as well. Well, what's next for Ruby Q? What's on the horizon?
Man, what's next for Ruby Q is, we're going to have Ruby Q 2 coming up real soon.
Okay. I'll be waiting for that one.
Location will be,
We'll drop that when we get there.
It could be San Francisco. It could be San Leandro. Who knows?
Base connected, man.
Stay
We
tuned.
It's going to be somewhere around here. California, for sure.
There you go.
Just branding. We're going to have some merch coming out. We're going to have my Ruby Q rub, Ruby Q sauce.
There you go.
It's going to be available probably the next month or two, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. But other than that, you could always find us at 954 Fruitvale.
There you go.
And on the
what kind of
social media,
the website or the IG, whatever. What we got?
Oh.
Man, so we got RubyQSmokefusion.com. That's our website, and our Instagram is Ruby_Q_Smokefusion. Hit us up on there. I mean, you guys get catering. We do parties. You guys come rent out the patio.
1,000, whatever, however many plates you need, he got you. Yeah, he'll build it.
Feed an army.
Exactly.
It's all good. You guys more than welcome, and I appreciate both of you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate
well, I'm gonna be a regular now, man. That's what's happening. I'll be here.
It's nothing but love. Anytime you guys need anything, you guys come through. It's all good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, if you want to,
feel it, man. Yeah, you can tell it's authentic. Just like I said, the couple people that came by while we're here, you can tell it's all love for real. So,
Yeah, for real. Right on,
they knew you by your name. They knew, you know what I mean? So.
No, I'm a real, people come here, they know they're going to, they're used to seeing me.
Yeah, they're going to see the dude. Yeah, they really do.
It all goes together. You know what I mean? So,
that's awesome.
It's all love. It's a family vibe. Everybody's more than welcome.
Definitely, man. Look excited. Yeah, excited to come back. Excited to go to the next location. Well,
it's all good.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, and if you want to see some dope pictures of Ruby Q's food outside of his own Instagram, it'll probably be in my feed, so you can follow me at Mr. Beatty on Instagram.
Yep, and I'm at Anson.wav.
Yeah, he changed it up again.
He changed crisis, you know what I'm saying? But I'm the waviest, so wave form now. So.
Yeah, he's a wave form now. He's a file type.
Just next level.
Yeah.
Next level. Level up.
He has transcended.
Yeah,
He's transcended.
exactly.
But and you can follow us at Quality Goods TV. You know this.
And we'll definitely drop all his tags. Make sure you guys know where to go. You know, come in, stop by, say what's up.
Yeah. And if you are only listening to this, you can now find these videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
they're going to be there.
Yeah, so start seeing more and more.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So, but until next time, be out.